As a small business owner, I'm fortunately allowed to create my own menu pricing. Obviously, across the board, as any business, you have a certain percentage that you want to stay within. But with my business, if I realize that, okay, I'm getting prime beef, this week the beef is X amount of dollars, well, you have to try to work that out into your menu mix, because obviously you can't always mark up the full percentage that you typically should in order to make your food costs. And then you can tweak that by having a really, really good fish special that you can price down, but you're going to be making more money. So if you make more money on that fish, that offsets the lesser amount of money that you're going to make on that beef product. Also, bottom line is, if you're going to have a surf and turf that's technically should be $75, but it costs you $50, okay, you're still going to be making that $25, whereas for a lower percentage. Whereas if you have something that costs you $10, and you sell it for whatever that percentage is, you're actually making less money. So it really depends on where your mix is. And again, with you're in a corporate restaurant, it's a little bit more difficult to do that, but that's one of the flexibilities that I have as being a small business owner.
Part of what we have done is to try to do menu engineering, where we have accurate counts of every menu item that we sell and find the menu items that are most profitable for us, and promote them or differentiate them through product quality and some other means, and then kind of promote them. And through that process, we've been able to keep the overall price visual of the menu down. And we also, you have to. Some restaurants do such a great job at that you don't realize it until you get your check and you say, hey, it said I remember $11.99, but my bill's $18. So you don't want it on either end. You don't want to be so tricky or so engineered that they're going to find out that you're good until you get the check, and then you're upset. So. We haven't really reached that point where we get a big pushback, but if you're not afraid of it, I don't think you're making the right decisions.
Even though we follow the criteria of fine dining, we still enjoy those guests that are travelers that want to just pull off the highway and have and eat because they're really hungry, rather than eat because they want a dining experience. So to this day, our menu has a wide range of what you would spend to be in basically a fine dining restaurant, but you can still have many dishes, many entrees that you can have for a much reasonable price, starting at about $20, and then there's almost no limit to what you can spend after that, depending on what you choose. But if you take a look at the menu, and if prices are of interest to you, you can see on the side of the menu where the prices are, what you feel like you want to eat, which is within your budget. You'll still get the same service, you'll still get the same quality of ingredients, you'll still get the same quality of cooking from our chefs that you would get in spending $100 for your meal, or $15 or $20 or $25 for a meal.
I found that when we continued with our menu development, that stories would take a very prominent part of what the menu shape, what the menu looked like, and that would help shape it. So I thought about things that really was inspired from my childhood, and one of the things that really comes to mind immediately is we would always hunt for mushrooms in the spring, and this ties into seasonality of menu as well. When we did our menu designs, we always tried to keep it seasons in mind, because it was always about what's in season, what's fresh, and what's local at that time. And so in the springtime, we would always go looking for morels, usually in April or May, depending on how late the winter went. And we would look for those places, the apple orchards, the south side of, or the north side of a hill, where we knew that we could find a morel patch.